Hello, good morning. On today's presentation, I'm going to talk about all about online learning. Before I begin my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Niputu Titanisha Ornalonsky, but you can call me Tita. What is online learning? Online learning is a learning process that conducted over the internet. It uses several online platforms like Schoology, Google Classroom, and also Edmodo. There are two types of online learning. The first one is synchronous online learning, and the other one is asynchronous online learning. Synchronous online learning is like a virtual classroom which allows students to ask and discuss some question to their teacher through instant messaging. In synchronous online learning, the learning process is happening at the same time, or the teacher and the student should have online at the same time. Asynchronous online learning is more flexible than synchronous online learning and real-time learning since the class is not fixed at a set period of time. An asynchronous online learning follows the schedule of the teacher and also the student. Class meets at no particular times. An asynchronous online learning is happening at different times. That means that the students and the teacher do not need to online at a certain time. In order to conduct an online course, the teacher usually use LMS or Learning Management System. Learning management system is an online system or software which is used to plan, execute, and assess a specific learning process. In simple way, it can explain as the program used to create and manage online course. In LMS, there are several features. It includes basic features and also advanced features. In basic features, there are syllabus, calendar, announcement, course emails, lessons, discussion forum, Dropbox, resources, and also gradebook. Syllabus. Syllabus in an overview of the course. It contains objectives and also requirements. Calendars include schedules and course events. Announcements includes the reminder and announcements of the teacher. Course emails is the features that used by teacher to send important messages to their students. Lesson is the content of the online course. Discussion forum is where the students and teacher discuss about particular topic. Dropboxes is where the students submit their assignments. Resources. The resources feature source all type of digital and online materials that the students are required to review. And the last one is Gradebook. It's a tool that displays students' attendance, participation, reading assignments, and project grades. These features enable the teacher and the students to review and track the students' academic progress throughout the semesters. Advanced features, there are wiki, blog, testing or quizzing, workgroup, and also portfolios. Online course introduction. In order to make the online course clearer, usually the teacher will write some introduction. This is the example of introduction. For all students, welcome to online reading course. On this course, we expect you to participate actively. For our first online meeting, I want you to find a folklore story and try to find the moral value of it. After you're done with this assignment, I want you to submit it to the Dropbox. Why online material should be attractive? Well, it's because if your material attractive, it will encourage the students to study more in your online course. And also, you should make your online course as attractive possible because it can make the students encouraged to study, and also a course looks can be just as important as the lessons. Good visual designs of your online course support understanding throughout simplicity, clarity, and organization. There are several elements to make online course attractive. The first one is writing elements. It includes page layout and space, line justification, headings, and subheadings. Well, in designing online courses, it's important to put space outside, inside, and around the content. If there is sufficient space between lines, paragraphs, and to the right and to left of the text, so it will be stands out and it's readable or it easy to read by the students. And also don't forget to use type size that large enough for the students so they can read it easily. And graphic elements, it includes symbols and icons, bullets and number in series. Symbols and icons. Symbols and icons can be very useful in signaling small elements in a website that appear over and over again. Bullets and number in a series. Numbers are used to identify sequential steps in a task or a process. They are also used for rankings and setting priorities. Meanwhile, bullets are used to highlight a series of items that are not prioritized sequentially. This is one of the example of good online course. This is my lecture. Sorry, this is my lecturer, Mr. Harry online course. It's e-learning. So this one is the good example of online learning because it includes some icons and also there is have sufficient space and there are not too many texts, so it's readable and easy to read, and also the icons is colorful and it's really attractive, right? The next one is types of online learning. There are class discussion. Class discussion usually use discussion forum. It facilitates student participation in an online course. Sorry. So journal writing. The tools is blog. Journal writing is an activity that allows students to reflect on the step they take to understand new knowledge and new skills. Share knowledge base. The tools is wiki. So the students collaboration build community in an online class, enabling the co-creation of knowledge and product, and adding in the development of the critical skills. So after the student collaborate their knowledge, they will create such kind of encyclopedia and post it to the wiki. For example, like Wikipedia. Practice exercise, use testing or quizzing. So testing and quizzing provides a channel for learners to practice with teacher design exercise and self-assessment. The benefit of using testing and quizzing is instant feedback that can give to the students. Project have many kinds like work groups, wiki, blogs, discussion forums. How does a teacher optimize discussion? Well, to optimize the discussion, the teacher should participate actively to the discussion and give guidance to their students how to and explain the material clearly so they can understand the material and help them to answer some questions. Learning resource in online learning. Sorry. So there are several learning resources like text-based supplemental resources. It can be from article or books or ebooks, images, also from uh, Google. You can Google it, images that you need. You can learn from image, article, image, and also audio and video, like audio and video from YouTube. Experience from the field. Well, everyone know that experience is the best teacher. So I think if you use your experience as your learning resources, it will be good. Free web-based tools and resources. As we know that these days there are many web that can we use as learning resources. Example of effective assessment in online learning. So we'll choose ongoing assessment. Why? Because through ongoing assessment, we can assess students' progress or achievement from the start till the end of the course, and it also provide like quantifiable evidence of learner engagement to the course, opportunities to give feedback to the learners, demonstrable measures of learner progress within the course, and an opportunity for the learners to apply their knowledge and skills. The basic elements to consider when building an online course. Sorry. The first one is begin with the learning outcomes. Well, if you're going to build an online course, the first thing you have to do is decide what kind of learning outcomes that you expect from your students. The second one is working backwards. So in here, you have to decide what kind of assessment that you will use to assess your students' knowledge. The last one is using the assessment as the measure of your content. Well, example of one online lesson for one meeting. Well, in my class, we have done a lot of online discussions, so I will give you one example. So we mostly we use Schoology. So this one is the example from Schoology. My lecturer, Miss Dayu Islis, she is my interpretive reading lecturer. She used Schoology to discuss about particular topic, and this one is a synchronous online learning because me and my friends and Miss Dayu we discuss it at the same time. So this is one of example of synchronous online learning. Well, I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.